There goes Dad. He's got the 2675 and the white disc. They're gonna go up to the farm, way up behind town, and him and Laverne are gonna go up there and work ground. So that way, like tomorrow night, we can plant with the John Deere back there, my grandpa's planter. Tonight, I'm supposed to be getting that ready. So that way tomorrow, me and Adrian can work ground and plant. Adrian's right now cultivating, and I'm gonna get that ready. We haven't touched that all spring. And I've never gotten this one ready at all, or even helped with one similar. My grandpa used to have one, a John Deere 7000, which is what this one is. But I was probably, well, he probably got rid of it or stopped using it. Yeah, about 10 years ago, when Dad and Laverne started farming, 2013. Probably 2013, 2014 when he stopped using it. So it would have been one very similar to this without a bent tongue or liquid fertilizer tank. We're not using that. We're not putting any fertilizer on it, in fact. We're just putting corn in the ground. So, gotta get this ready. Dad, his swan hopper's off because Dad was just showing me and Adrian how everything works, because never done it. But we're gonna work at that now. So now I gotta move all this happy stuff out of the way so I can get the planter out. I can probably back this tractor back in because the power harrow will be unhooked back here behind the corn planter up against this rototiller here. Boy, that looks awesome. There seems to be a lot more space in this general area than there has been for the past couple weeks, because we got that fence partially built, made that we have pasture up to the, make that cattle can go out on pasture up on the hill. And we got the 2675 out of the way. That's on the way up to the one farm behind town. 130 is out. Also, something else that happened today while I was not here is the 6006 is getting new tires. This is the one tire. They ran out of time to put the second tire on. But the thing is, we got there was a crack. Me and Dad noticed it, and we're hoping it would run to the end of the season, but it kind of didn't. Which they cut that open, but it was probably as long as my hand. So it was, yeah, it was probably about from here to here. Pretty nice crack. And got hot, and Adrian was using it, and the tire just let loose. So it's getting new back tires. But I'm gonna hook up the 6150 now to the corn planter. I think I got everything hooked up. I don't have the monitor hooked up yet. I need to go and find that, set that up. If I'm gonna be running it, which I think I want to, but I'm gonna get it set up so we can plant. In the first place, that's something that's gonna be very nice, but not 100% necessary for what we're doing. I'm gonna pull this out now. It's kind of wide and big. See, it's all the way over there and over there for the row markers. So hook up hydraulics, and nothing wants to work, like at all. Like nothing wants to run, nothing, nada. So I'm gonna try to see if there's any locking pins. That's the swing. I know there's going to be things to lock it up. I do know that. Don't know where they're at, Actually, that's probably up front. But I'm not sure how these row markers work exactly. Where's my up and down cylinder? It's in the center. My locking pin is, I imagine, up there somewhere. Where that somewhere is, I'm not sure. I'm gonna get it figured out though. Okay, after a little bit of messing around with the hydraulics, this needs to be loosened, which I did have that, and I had this down and everything, but the problem is my hydraulics on the tractor, the valve is weak or something, and in this specific coupler, so I need to relax the pressure in this one, switch couplers, then loosen everything, and it should work. But that's not the focus right now. I need to get these seed boxes done. So I got all the seed sorting unit things put on. Now I'm gonna pick up the planter, so it's a little bit easier to work on them, because you need to set them in here and get this lined up and pop this thing in, and yeah, there's a couple things to do, and it'd be nicer if it'd be about this high. I don't have a good back to start with, and bending over there doesn't help anything. So I'm gonna try to lift it up a little bit, make it a little easier. That should be a lot better. And while I have these off, I think I'm gonna take some WD-40. Actually, I know I am. And spray those chains pretty good. We don't have the oil that I would normally use on the other corn planter. So I'm just gonna use WD-40, which should work good. Just spray it on there. And we're not doing fertilizer, so fertilizer itself won't cake to the chains and ruin them as quick. Where'd it go? It's pretty well empty. Ah, here. This'll work. Chain and sprocket lubricant. That ought to work good. Stuff works really good on other stuff anyway. And just go along and spray it on the chain, not beside the chain. A little bit on that one. This main drive chain. Keep going till all the chains are done. Something else I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get the book and read. I'm gonna set the population for about 32,000 kernels per acre. And since I don't have the boxes on, makes that I have a lot more room to get in here to mess with the gears. Not mess with them, put them where they need to. I believe that's saying 15,205 acres. Could be wrong though. So Dad just called and they need seed up at that farm because they're replanting. I thought they were replanting tomorrow, or tomorrow night or the next night. I'm not sure. I don't remember, but I didn't think they were planting tonight. But me and Adrian are planting tomorrow with the John Deere, if we can. And I need to go take seed up. Looks like they replanted a bunch up here. because they're disking everything down and planting it. They're down there. Oh yeah, there they're planting. They got the 4-row. Laverne's dad's 4-row. Well, I got the seed dropped off, and then they're gonna continue planting. I'm gonna go try to get this planter set up. I talked with my grandpa, and he's like, well, I don't think I got a seed plate planter. Here it wasn't. I don't know like anything about this planter. I'm literally learning as I go tonight, out of the book and out of from my grandpa, which he knows a lot about these planters. It's just I have to walk a ways to get there, and I can read a lot of it, you know, and look around. You can learn a lot if you just look at it and study it a little bit, read the book, and make connections between the two. So that's what I've been doing, and it seems like I've been working at this for way too long, and I didn't get much done. Oh well, keep going, because if I stop, then I have to do it tomorrow. We also brought the camper in, or the others did, tonight, right before supper, so that way it can be cleaned. They also trimmed a bunch of trees up so I can get the camper in. I am totally, utterly exhausted. It's like 8:45, but I have a corn planter that needs done by tomorrow morning, or be ready to go by tomorrow morning. So I'm gonna get back to work. So if I don't make many video clips here for the next few minutes, it's either because it got dark, or then I'm too tired to. But I think for now I can make clips. I just need to adjust this so I can get these sprockets right. So now I need to figure out what my drive. Okay, so this would be that shaft goes there, comes up to here. So this is my drive, this is my driven, if I understand it right. And I need 32,000 at 30 inch. So the second one down, we'll go there. My driver needs to be the 22 tooth gear. My driven needs to be the 18 tooth gear. Alright, fun times. Well, I sure wasn't expecting this. It is the right gears set up for 32,000. That's awesome. I don't even have to mess with them, which I already did, but I can just stick everything back to how it was, tighten the chain properly, and oh boy, we're good to go. That makes me happy. Less work I have to do tonight. How was that? There. Yeah. So just pull that a little bit tight. Tighten her down. Tighten this down. Good to go. The transmission is good to go. That's what they call it anyway. I don't know what I'd call it, but I mean, that's basically what it is. So I think pretty much all the chains are oiled. There's a few that I might need to do, like here is one. That's for the liquid fertilizer drive. And then also the regular fertilizer drive, I need to zip tie that out of the way so it doesn't get caught and it doesn't spin the hoppers. And I'm gonna go get zip ties. These zip ties reminded me of something. I don't remember if you remember or not, but about a month ago when we were mowing hay, the 4-wheel drive was having issues. Right there. That coupler had come loose, and I stuck a zip tie in there to, you know, make that it doesn't, like, so we can actually keep mowing hay. That's still holding, surprisingly, but they are good zip ties. Now hopefully that holds. It's just pulling it to the side so it doesn't get caught on the gears. Now next, I believe it's time to put these hoppers back on finally. Good to go. Awesome. happy. Everything's looking like it's going good. Once I get this done, once I get these back on, it's gonna be fun though, because I want to get everything probably greased and adjusted right. And that's gonna take a little while. And then also I want to set up a bunch of electronics. That's probably gonna take it's gonna take a good while too, because I want to try to set up that guidance system that we have, just kind of mess with it as we're doing, and also the monitor, which the monitor should be pretty easy. I might have to run some wiring in the tractor, probably will have to, to connect it to electricity, but that should be pretty straightforward, just plugging it into the planter and the electric, should be good to go with that. The GPS shouldn't be too much more than that either. That's just to mount it on the window, run a wire outside to the globe up top, and the globe's just a magnet on. What's going to be really fun is this tongue is bent a few inches. I thought it's off by 2 inches, but it's off probably about 4 inches, 4 to 6 inches. So that's going to be fun to try to get its offset right, but we can mess with that. That's not a necessity. That's a toy. And right now, I'm going to focus on the necessities, like putting these boxes back on. Okay. So now that I'm all itchy from that fiberglass stuff of these stupid boxes, I have the planting rates set. I need to check the tire pressure, make sure they're at 40 psi. And what else? Also, I should have some seed corn, but I don't have any right now, where I could put it in, drive forward, like put my corn planter down pretty well all the way, drive forward and see if it's this way is lined up right. Also need to grease it, which I'll do that tomorrow in the daylight, so hopefully don't miss any. There's a cat out somewhere. What else is there? Electronics, which some of that will be tomorrow, at least some of it. But I'm gonna put the monitor in the cab, get that at least sort of hooked up, so I have an idea of what I need to do to get it hooked up properly tomorrow. So I need to run wires yet from the battery to the monitor. And this should just plug in here. If I can get the wire out, there we go. Should just plug right into that. Now I'm not entirely sure how I'm going to be checking the depth of this. I really like the idea that Cold Corn Store had, but I don't have those items at my disposal right now. So I'm probably going to pick it up. I pulled the planter over here under the Olafus light. That's a great light, by the way. Link in the description if you want one. And also I'm running the tractor with the backlights. I'm gonna pick it up a little bit more so I have more working area. I'm gonna read the book a little bit. Throw out the Ranger over here so I have room and like a table area to work on. And I've got bugs on me around here, flying around, because there's light. I'm gonna get that checked once. Figured out that I can use this, and that's the 2-inch height, whatever thing. And if I were on like level concrete or something, that'd help a lot. But I'm kind of not. So I got it really close. Should be good enough to plant 5 acres or whatever it is of corn, of replant. All right. I didn't think about it. I can look in the book to grease it, so I might do that. I also stopped the 6150 because I was tired of hearing it run. So I can probably grease it. Might need to take those down to grease them. Good chance. And what else? Set up the electrical, which that could be fun. I said that with sarcasm for a reason. Need this. And how much? Well, that was the other grease gun. When I say the other grease gun, where I work, we have one identical to this, so that makes it nice. I just checked the grease to see how much grease is in it so I don't run out. Yeah, I'll need a new tube. Take that along out right away. I also started the tractor so I don't just flat out kill the battery, which I really don't want to do. It is going to take a while. Actually. Not sure how to adjust the side to side. So I'm just going to sight down and see if it's close. I'm gonna try to read up on that, see how to adjust it side to side, because that'd be great if I could know how to do that. Well, we're gonna hang it up for tonight. Dad got home and it's about 10 o'clock, a little bit after 10. I got started greasing it, but I didn't do all of it. All the distances are good as far as turning things to the side, except for this one. It needs to go to the right a little bit more for the closing wheels. All the rest are good. Need to check my tire pressures. And I might go down on the lane where it's flatter and try to adjust my depth better. But yeah, I didn't get to any wiring tonight. Which that's okay. Got the tractor and planter parked inside. Got everything sort of under roof. Good enough for tonight. Guess I'll probably won't be working at it directly tomorrow morning. So I have a couple other things to do in town tomorrow morning. And we also have people coming for hay tomorrow morning. I forgot to make an outro, so I think that's what they call it anyway. So I hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video.